You've been disrespected. Again. Someone spoke over you, dismissed your words, treated you like you're invisible, and you stood there, silent, swallowing your anger like a good little citizen. Let me tell you something uncomfortable. They will never stop. Not until you make them. The world doesn't reward politeness. It rewards power. It rewards the ones who draw lines in the sand and burn anyone who crosses them. You think respect is earned through kindness? Through being reasonable? That's the lie they sold you to keep you weak. Disrespect is a test every single time, and you've been failing it. But today, that ends. Today, you learn the dark method, the one Machiavelli whispered to princes in shadowed halls. The method that doesn't ask for respect, it commands it, instantly, permanently. This isn't about being louder. It's about being colder, sharper, more calculated than everyone around you. The rules you were taught, they were designed for your submission, not your success. Before we begin this transformation, subscribe to this channel and hit that like button. Because what you're about to learn, most people will never have the stomach to apply. Make sure you're one of the few who does. You versus the world. And the world doesn't play fair. Let's teach you how to win. Picture this, a conference room. You're presenting an idea you've worked on for weeks. Midway through your second sentence, someone interrupts. Yeah, we've tried that before. Dismissive, cold, everyone nods. Your voice dies in your throat. You finish the meeting feeling smaller, invisible. You tell yourself it's fine, that you'll prove yourself next time. But next time, same thing. A different person, different room, same result. Why? Because you allowed it the first time. You set the precedent. You showed them that your boundaries are made of tissue paper. And now they know disrespecting you has no consequences. Machiavelli said it plainly. Men are so simple and so subject to present necessities that he who seeks to deceive will always find someone who will allow himself to be deceived. You allowed it. You taught them how to treat you. And that's the part that burns, isn't it? Deep down, you know you collaborated in your own disrespect. But here's knowing this gives you all the power. Because if you taught them once, you can teach them again. This time, a different lesson. One they'll never forget. Niccolò Machiavelli didn't write The Prince for the weak. That he wrote it for men who understood that the world is a theater of power, and mercy without strength is suicide. He observed something dark about human nature. People respect what they fear to lose, not what they love, not what's kind, what they fear. He said, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." Not because fear is noble, but because it's effective. Machiavelli knew that disrespect is a form of aggression, a subtle violence. And the only language violence understands is greater violence, not physical, psychological. He taught princes to be lions and foxes. The lion to terrify wolves, the fox to recognize traps. You've been neither. You've been prey. Today, you become the predator. Machiavelli's dark method isn't about reacting. It's about establishing dominance so absolute that disrespect becomes unthinkable. Now let's break it down. 1. Never react. Respond with calculated coldness. When you react emotionally to disrespect, you hand them your power. They rattle you. They win. Weak people explode. They yell. They defend. They explain. And everyone watches them lose frame, lose composure, lose respect. The prince who shows emotion shows weakness. Control is everything. When disrespected, pause. Let silence do the heavy lifting. Then respond with surgical precision. Calm, cold, and cutting. Someone mocks your opinion in a meeting. Instead of defending it, you stop. You look at them, 3 seconds of eye contact. Then, interesting. I didn't realize we were collecting irrelevant commentary today. Then you continue, as if they don't exist. You're no longer defending, you're dismissing. You've made them irrelevant with a single sentence. When you don't react, you rob them of the satisfaction they came for. Type this affirmation in the comment now so it is sealed in your mind. I am unmoved by disrespect because I am the storm, not the leaf. Asterisk 2. Establish consequences. Immediately, disrespect without consequence is permission. If someone crosses your line and nothing happens, they'll cross it again and again. Weak people let it slide. I'll address it later. It's not worth the drama. That's fear talking, and fear makes you a doormat. Swift punishment prevents future rebellion. The prince who hesitates to punish is the prince who invites chaos. A colleague takes credit for your work in front of your boss. Right there, in that moment, you say, "Actually, that was my project. I'm happy to walk you both through my process." No smile, no anger, just facts and ice. You don't wait. You don't stew. You correct reality immediately, publicly if necessary. People remember the consequences more than the crime. Type this affirmation in the comment now so it is sealed in your mind. I enforce my boundaries the moment they are tested, not after. 3. Use strategic silence as a weapon. Talking too much dilutes your power. Explaining yourself makes you look guilty. Silence makes people nervous. Weak people fill every gap with words. They over-explain. They justify. They seek approval. Mystery breeds respect. The less you reveal, the more dangerous you appear. Let others guess your thoughts and fear them. Someone throws a passive-aggressive comment your way. You don't respond. You just stare. No words, no expression. 5 seconds. Then you return to what you were doing. Yet your silence becomes louder than their insult. They're left wondering what you're thinking, wondering if they miscalculated. The void you create forces them to fill it with their own anxiety. Type this affirmation in the comment now so it is sealed in your mind. My silence is not weakness. It is the calm before deliberate action. 4. Make yourself expensive to disrespect people. Only disrespect you if the cost is low. If insulting you has no price tag, they'll do it freely. Weak people are cheap targets. They absorb abuse and keep showing up. Why would anyone stop? Raise the cost of betrayal. Make people understand that crossing you comes with a bill they can't afford. A friend repeatedly cancels plans last minute. Next time they ask to hang out, you're busy, indefinitely. No explanation, no drama, just unavailability. You're not punishing them with anger. You're adjusting their access to you based on how they've treated your time. You've priced them out. When disrespecting you costs more than it's worth, it stops. Type this affirmation in the comment now so it is sealed in your mind. My time, energy, and presence are premium. Disrespect cannot afford me. 5. Master the art of the public dismissal. Private confrontation protects their reputation. Public correction protects yours. Whack people pull disrespectful individuals aside. Can we talk later? That's mercy they didn't earn. Make examples when necessary. Public humiliation of the disrespectful warns all others. Someone interrupts you repeatedly in a group setting. The third time, you stop mid-sentence and say, "I'll wait until you're finished interrupting." Then silence. Everyone looks at them. You didn't raise your voice. You didn't insult them. You just held up a mirror, and everyone saw what they were doing. Social pressure does your work for you. Type this affirmation in the comment now so it is sealed in your mind. I do not hide disrespect in private. I expose it where it occurred. 6. Become unpredictable. Predictable people are controllable. If they know how you'll react, they know how to manipulate you. Weak people are consistent in their weakness, always forgiving, always accommodating, always available. The prince who cannot be anticipated cannot be outmaneuvered. Vary your responses. Keep them guessing. Sometimes you laugh off a joke at your expense. Other times, you go ice cold for the same behavior. They never know which version they'll get. Thus, you've removed their ability to predict and therefore control your reactions. You've become dangerous. When they can't anticipate you, they can't disrespect you safely. Type this affirmation in the comment now so it is sealed in your mind. I am a pattern they cannot learn, a code they cannot crack. 7. Walk away without explanation. Your presence is a gift. Disrespect revokes the privilege. Weak people stay. They endure. They give chance after chance. They explain why they're hurt, hoping for change. The strongest move is often withdrawal. Let them realize your value in your absence. Someone repeatedly undermines you. One day you stop engaging. No argument, no announcement. You're just gone. From their messages, their invitations, their life. You didn't fight. You didn't explain. You vanished. And that absence echoes louder than any confrontation. People don't appreciate what they have until it's gone, and by then, it's too late. Type this affirmation in the comment now so it is sealed in your mind. I do not beg for respect. I remove myself from those who lack the wisdom to give it. You are no longer the person who swallows disrespect. You've learned Machiavelli's dark method, the method that doesn't ask permission, doesn't seek approval, doesn't wait for the world to be fair. You've become the standard, the line that cannot be crossed without cost. Those who disrespected you before, they'll test you again. Let them. This time, they'll learn. Remember, respect isn't given to the kind. It's given to the unmovable, to those who enforce their worth without apology. You are the lion. You are the fox. You are the force that reshapes how people speak to you, think of you, treat you. They wanted to test your boundaries. You showed them there are none to test, only consequences for trying. The transformation is complete, but the application, that's on you. Every day, every interaction. Be cold when necessary. Be silent when powerful. Be absent when undervalued. Type this affirmation in the comment now so it is sealed in your mind. Asterisk. I am no longer disrespected because I have become undisrespectable. I am the consequence. I am the standard. I am untouchable. Now go and show them who you've become.